Need my tea. Did I have tissue here? Guess not. I use a wet wipe. To keep control of the glue, and I'll finish what I was saying in a second. But to keep control of the glue, I use a wet wipe. To wipe off the tray. Wipe off the end of my wax pencil. Wipe off the end of my tweezers. And wipe the glob off the top of the end of the glue bottle every once in a while. Okay, because it'll glob and stick, all kinds of things. Yeah, so even though I'm going to sell these things, I really want to do it. It's a labor of love. It really is. Maybe I'll keep one to give away for my giveaways. I want to bless people with my crafts. I want to bless you guys, you Diamond Divas, male and female divas alike. I want to bless you guys because that's what life is all about. Blessing. Blessing each other. Okay. Especially if you're feeling down or blue. Alright, so now I checked this one to make sure that all the limbs keep working here. Alright, the front's done, the back is done, the crotch is done. Alright, so now what's next? I like to do the arms next. I want you to see, like under the arms, that I have a little gap here. Because that's where the arm rubs up against. And it won't, you can't put any diamonds there. On the inside of the arm, I will show you, you can't put diamonds all the way up to the center of the arm. Just around the bottom of the pad and all over the other sides. Because, again, they'll bump up against each other and they won't be able to move. Okay. You're a little sticky, but we'll see. Alright, let's start with this arm. Get the gunk out. I do the arm cap first. Turn the head out of the way while I'm doing that. Okay. Do the arm cap first. Start at the very top. And I put 3 in there. If I need to move it with my tweezers, I do. And then I fill in, it has a seam down the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the seam first. A straight line down the seam. This is just, you can do it any way you want to. I mean, this is not an official way or anything, but this is the way that I found after doing 6 of them already, that I found that it works for me. Maybe it'll work this way for you. Okay. Some companies you can find the big teddies. I like the little teddies. Things are so funny when they come in 10. See, now I have a straight line down the arm. What I'm going to do now is go down one side and then the other side in a straight line. Right. Okay. I'll show you how to do the blob at the bottom then. The pad. And the way around I fill it in. This part of the arm is still, it's not, doesn't go under the arm yet. This part is still on top of the arm. Need a little more glue here. so it won't interfere with the swing. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to do the one row in the front, another row or two in the front. Getting toward the pad, folks. Okay. And squish them in. All right. Doink. There he goes. Alright. I notice it's getting close to the pad at the bottom, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm making sure that there's no heavy white spaces in between. I'm going to do another row toward the front because that is not underneath the pad, not underneath the swing of the arm. The arms are tricky. It took me a while to figure out how to do it without where it could still be swinging freely and not scraping off the gems from other areas. Alright, so now we have the arm. We have several rows going straight down the arm. And I want to check at this point to make sure it still goes back and front. Right? Doesn't like to, but it does. It is. Alright. And you can see on this torso too that it doesn't quite go up to the armpit here because that's going to be scraping. Can you see that? I don't know. Alright. Alright, so now I'm worried about keeping it free to arm breaks from the other. So it's going to be like one single line down to here. See that? And then it can swoop underneath. It'll look okay, trust me. Alright, so what I'm going to do is one row here, and I'm going to start blobbing it from here on. I'm going to move this so it doesn't interfere. Oh man, I hope you can see this. I really hope you can. I'm trying the best I can to show you what I'm doing here. I think you take one more there. Yeah, it's a Thursday night. People are running their cars around outside. Yeah. The craft shows in the fall are more lucrative, I think, because people are getting ready for Christmas. I am eager to be part of Etsy's Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever. This year I'll be part of that. I have more things in my shop for diamond painters. I have cover minders that I made up myself. It's not just a thing that I purchased and glued on top of a magnet. I actually made like crocheted flowers and other things. I'm going to be putting up little shells and little bottles full of drills and that kind of thing. Alright, now I'm going to do the body of the paw here. And then I'm going to make sure that it still swings free. This glue is easy to set up. Ooh, the fumes are like, wow. You need to do it well ventilated area. I do have my fan on above me. And my sinuses are all clogged up, so I really don't smell it. You see I'm going on the pad now? I'm working on the pad. I want to get them close together. And if I have to, I will layer it on top to cover over a bald spot. Let me just kind of wing it. Jeez. All right. I need to take the edge off my wax pencil again. Yep, that's better. Turn them over. Okay. Oop. Alright, now on the back I'm going to do the same thing. I know that here is where it opens up and the arm can fling freely from the body. So, oh, man. So again, I'm going to move the arm. I'm going to do another layer here, and I'm going to fill in the pad. And then move her all the way up there. Oh, the strings? You think hot glue is stringy. Holy cow. I think it smells like the glue that, you know, if you've ever put models together before, like model airplanes or cars or something like that, and they give you this strong glue to glue it all together. That's what this smells like. Of course, you don't have to use their glue if you don't want to. There's probably other glues that you can use. Okay. I fill it in up around the sides as much as I can without making it stick. Now, I saw that accidentally a little bit of the glue got in there. Okay. No. Still not okay. There. Good. I'm going to swing it around to the front now. Very carefully, because I don't want the drills to, like, fall off or move. If they scooch around, I'll have to add another filler drill. You're upside down. I like to inspect my work like this a little bit at a time, so I can quickly correct things that need correcting. Okay, so, right. So that's the arm done, and the other arm is the exact same way. Again, what I would do is move the head away from it. I'd start at the cap, do a few at the cap, and do a straight line down that seam. Then I'd put one layer on each side of the seam. I'd go as close to where the arm attaches to the torso, and make a curve underneath there, and put the diamonds as close as you can up here, but you make a little pad at the bottom of the arm. Can you see that? Can you see the gap? Where are you here? It's the gap there. That's because it can still rub against there. You can see I can add another drill or two here, right in the seam, to cover up part of the seam. There. Alright, that's pretty close. Might have to add one or two to the back as well. Okay. For the glue to dry, I'm going to twist it away from the body so that it stays unstuck. Okay, and I'm going to do the same for the other side. All right, when this dries. Are these drills? Alrighty. You know, I like these little baggies, but they're a pain in the neck to get apart. Aren't they? Alright. That's the purple one. The next step is the legs, right? So here I have a teddy that twists here, still twists at the very top. The arms go back and forth. They still move. They are done as much as possible underneath the arm here. And when the arms are down, you don't know that that's not completely full. But I want to do it so it still works. So the legs are the same deal. You can see, I'm going to move the arms out of the way. Sometimes I let them stand on their arms once I'm working on something else. So anyway, there's a seam that runs down the side of the leg. I start with that. I start like the arms, I start with the cap, and I do the straight line down, and I keep filling in from there. There's no worries about getting close into the crotch area, because like it swings freely. The whole thing swings freely. And they don't scrape up against each other. They have a thigh gap. But all us girls are trying to find, I want a thigh gap. Alright, so I need the color here. Where are the drills for this? Oh, there they are. Got them mixed up. Alright. Here's the drills for this one. Gonna need more tea soon. Thank you for bearing with me through this. I do hope you do your own teddies, because they are so much fun. Okay, just like the arm, I start with the cap. Glob the glue on the cap. Okay. Close to the seam as you can get without clogging it up. Alright. There's a seam that runs down the leg, down the center of the leg, and that's where I put the first line. If the glue cooperates. Okay. Come on. There we go. And then I do a line down each side, just like I did for the arm. Now the glue has to actually stay. It's actually grab hold here. I'm just filling in where I put the glue ahead of time. It kind of got wild here. Okay. Okay. I know school is coming up fast for the young ones. I will be substitute teaching again as they need me. I love substituting in middle school, junior high, senior high. There are some of us who actually like that age group. Senior highs are pretty easy. They really are. They're mature and they get their work done, and that's fine. And they know the routine so very well. Middle schoolers, they have a challenge keeping themselves behaved, I think. They like to show off for each other. They like to find out where they fit in. They're always, you know, wanting to just hang out with their friends, and you know, I don't blame them. And they want to go outside and run around. I think this school year, 2021 to 2022 school year, they are still going to require, even the older kids who are vaccinated, especially the teachers too, going to keep requiring masks. Sometimes the kids mumble, you know, with low voice, and it's hard to hear them, especially through a mask now. But anything to keep everybody well, that's the most important thing. Even if we are vaccinated, I think we're going to have to wear masks. You know, they do say, okay, I'm checking the leg to see if it's still swingy. It is. Moving things around so that it looks better. Oops. Covers some of the gaps. Oh, come on now. If you're not going to behave, we'll put another one in there. There you go. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Now for the rest of the leg. What I like to do is to go underneath, I swing it all the way back. Like I said, you can go underneath on this pretty easily because there's a thigh gap. Okay, there's a gap between the legs. So the only thing you have to worry about is not sticking the leg to the torso. I swear it flips around. There we go. These things are not as intimidating as they look. They do not have the, you know, any markings on them as to where to put what drills. And I'm glad of that. I'm really happy with that. I like playing around with extra drills on other things anyway, so as you will know if you watch my channel. So I'm happy with that. Some people don't, you know, get intimidated, and it's okay. Not everybody's at the same craft level. And that's why I'm doing this tutorial, to show you that it can be done. It can be done beautifully. Can be done, still have fun with it, and it can look professionally done when you're finished. I think so anyway. You might want to put a comment, you know, down in the bottom. Just put the word Teddy down in the bottom. That way I'll know I've gotten this far in the video, and I'll also know that, you know, you're interested in these kind of tutorials. I want this channel to be for you. I want this channel to be a blessing to you and to others. I want to figure out what you guys need, gals, what my divas need from me, and how I can encourage you and make things a little easier for you. Things that don't sell at craft shows, I take to I give to friends, or I mail them out to friends unexpectedly, just as a I'm glad you are you type gift. Or, you know, I don't like the abandoned art, because I know too many places, I mean, they have a great idea, is you make all kinds of fun things and you just abandon them. You just leave them places. And they have a note on them like, you know, this is your lucky day, or you found me, you can keep me, things like that. And I think it's fun for other artists to find them. But the problem is, I think some of them might get just chucked, you know, by the cleaning crews of here and there or wherever. And once you spend all the time to, this one upside down too. No, I was right. Once you spend all the time making it, I don't want it chucked. I want it to make somebody happy. And I'm going to have all kinds of contests that hopefully will make you happy too. Alright, so I'm going to swing it the other way. Well, first I'm going to add a few drills to open spaces here as I'm going around. Yeah. Definitely. Alright, so now I want to do the bottom of the foot. Wait, I'm going to push the arm all the way back for now. More wiping. Alright. The thing is, I had to be careful about is when you're moving these things around and the glue is still tacky. The drills can move on you, can shift. So that's why after I move it to one side or the other, I inspect it. Alright. Okay, rub off the end of the glue here. Nice clean tip. Alright, so I'm going to fill in the rest of the inside of the leg here. And I'm going to go down, and I'm going to show you how I do the pad of the foot. My granddaughter, she'll be in 3rd grade. She did a summer camp reading program, and she loved it. Whatever they did over the summer to encourage her to read and to keep up. She needs a little extra attention with that. Whatever they did in the camp, they called it a camp, but it was run by the school, to help her read more, to whatever they were doing. She had so much fun. And I'm hoping that her reading skills stay on target. Now, it was June and July, like mostly July, that she went. The little bus picked her up and dropped her off at home. That's the crystal that you see on some of the videos in this channel. I have a playlist called Crafting with Crystal. She loves doing this. She loves doing crafts with her Grammy. So I'm going to fill in the leg. I fill it in from the rest of the way, from the top down. It doesn't have to be exactly straight, it just has to be covered. Right? don't want 2 drills at a time. I just want 1. And I'll show you how I do the bottom of the foot too. Come on. So Crystal asked me the other day, can we do some more diamond painting? Can we do another craft and stuff together? I'm like, sure. When can you come up? And then I don't see her all week. They live right down the yard. I mean, their house is just like 100 feet down the yard. And I still don't see her every day. I have a grandson too. He likes to do model rockets with his grandpa, with his pop-up. And he likes to model cars, trains, that kind of thing. He likes all kinds of transportation related things. He likes to paint them and glue them, and he does some pretty intricate stuff by himself too. We get him Lego kits and he just goes to town. I love being a Grammy. Don't tell my daughter this, or my son this, but I like being a Grammy more than I like being a mom. For one, I'm not exhausted. I don't have to be the disciplinarian. I can just be the great, the wonderful Grammy who has something in the fridge for them all the time. Fruit or something nice, Sometimes I have candy, but not much. Let's see. There we go. Are you a grandparent? Do you see your grandkids often? I hope you do. Yeah. Don't forget to put in the comments below, just put the word Teddy. Because that's what we're working on today. The little Teddies. And again, when I get down to the pad, I fill it up to the ridge. I make sure that I go all the way around and that everything's filled in right to the pad of the foot. Yep. I think that's filled in. Nope, right here. You see that? I'm not even in camera. That's just terrible. Yep, I fill it all the way up to the pad of the foot. See? And then I already put glue on the bottom of the foot, so I just go around. If you do the Teddies, let me know. If you're doing the Teddies, I would like to know how it worked out for you. I'd like to know if you had a better way, you found a better way to do it than I've showed here. There's always more than one way to do things. And I love learning from other people too. I hope I can bless you with showing you how things work for me. And I love to see how things are working for you. I think sharing knowledge is the best way to go about things. I do. Alright, you stay over there then. Get more glue on the bottom. Here. And here. I really think sharing knowledge, sharing, I want to say equipment, but that's not what not what I really mean. Just helping. If I have so many leftover diamonds, if you need a couple extra diamonds to finish a project, round or square or special, let me know. Maybe I have them that I can just mail you a few. Because others in the beginning when I started this, were kind enough to mail me a few when a kit was missing it. Alright, now at the bottom of the foot I see two areas that I want to like glue over. Come on, behave. Behave. There. There. Okay, and I will do the opposite leg the exact same way. The exact same way is, I'm going to move the arm up here. Okay, so it scraped on some of them and moved them, so that's why I have to be sure that they can still wiggle and everything. Alright, so the same way would be, I do the cap, I go straight line here, straight line down as far as I need to, and then on the inside, I try to get it straight through the inside, and then I put the top of the ball of the foot and go around the edge of the foot like I did the edge of the ears, and then I fill in the bottom. And as it dries, I'm making sure that everything still moves against each other. It moves freely. I'm telling you. I think things seem like to move on me when I'm not looking. I'm almost sure that they do. Yep. And don't be afraid to put extras down on top of them in an area where they don't move. So that's that, and then you'll come out with a teddy. All sparkly and shiny. Movable. Head still moves. Arms still move. Come on now, behave. Yep, I'm going to fill in those two little gaps yet. Leggies still move. Front and back. You betcha. Okay. Very good. So, we have a teddy. And I'm going to see if I can get little googly eyes for the next time I make one. I think I have one left that I can do that with now. This is before being dipped. Like I said, I look it over really good. I make sure that all the little gaps are done. The way I do it is I have the container of Minwax polyacrylic. I take it and I actually dip it. In the container. Swirl it around. Bring it up. Let it all drip off. And then I hang it on something to continue to let the thing drip off onto some like plastic. And I guess I could show you that on camera too. I don't know why. Okay, this one's done already, but it's not been dipped. The yellow one I showed you has been dipped. I only dipped them once. It starts to get globby if you dip it more than once. And I love the shine. I don't know if you can see the shine real well on the camera, but I love the shine. This has been dipped. And again, you make sure everything moves correctly after it's dry. And I leave it a good 2 days before you take it off, depending on the humidity of your area. You know, it could take longer to dry, but 2 days is about the average that I leave it drip before I take it off and try to sell it or something. Okay? You can tell, I mean, the shine is shinier on the one that got dipped than the other one that did not yet get dipped. So those are the teddies. I'm glad you could come with me for the ride here. And if you want to, leave some comments below. And questions, if I can answer them, I will. Good luck with your teddies. And may you have a very blessed day. Bye. Hi Divas, I just wanted to show you what I mean by Minwax polyacrylic. This is what I use to dunk the keychains in or to seal any of the diamond paintings. I use this because it dries glossy. This one is even, this is crystal clear finish, but they have an extra glossy one. This is satin. I want to get the other one too, but this works just as nicely. It seals everything in. It dries clear and glossy, and it's no mess. I mean, you dip it in and you hold it over some plastic for a while and hang it up. I have like something I sell my keychains on, and I hang it on there so they're all separated. Put plastic underneath it, let it drip, and for a day or two until they get real solid, and that's how I seal them. Paintings, I use a foamy brush, and I brush them lightly with it. Sometimes I brush them twice just to make sure I've got it all, but it lasts a long time. So this is what I use to keep things glossy and sealed. Polyacrylic. Thanks. Bye.